Hello, Nicholas. Thank you so much for joining us today. Do you want to tell us a bit more about yourself?
Hi, John. My name
Yeah,
is Nicholas. I'm a recent graduate from the National University of Singapore.
yeah,
I'm Singaporean. I've been living in Singapore my whole life.
yeah,
So a bit more about myself. So I have been into fitness for the past 6 years. I used to
yeah.
be actually struggling with disorder, anorexia.
Mm,
So when I first started, I was really, really skinny, really small size, and I just wanted to get more muscular and bigger. So
yeah.
for the past 5 to 6 years, I've been really working a lot on my fitness, going to the gym
Mm-hmm.
like 4 or 5 times a week, and I hired many coaches to help me.
Yeah.
So so recently during my undergraduate years, I decided to start a PT service. Because I realized, there's so much misinformation going out there, and I really want to help people because I'm really passionate about it. Because I really research a lot and to grow muscle, for
Yeah.
my fitness and training. So um, I've been teaching real life PT for about 1.5 years, and I do online fitness coaching for about 6 months. So if you haven't heard about what online fitness coaching is, it's basically like a personal trainer, but I'm online, so I monitor you online. So
Yeah.
basically, diet, your training, your sleep, and everything. I'll monitor
Mm-hmm.
from online.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, so that's what I've been doing, and right now, that I've just graduated, I'm doing this full time. So with the COVID, I'm mainly doing my online business because most gyms are still have very restricted and limited access.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing with us more about yourself. So you spoke about your fitness journey just now. Do you want to share a bit more about that?
Oh, I think it's very similar to most guys. So okay, I used to be very skinny, anorexic because I thought that you had to eat very little calories to get six packs. You had to starve yourself, to get
Yeah.
six packs, like those
Yeah.
men's model needs. That was my impression, and so I did starve myself, but in the end, all I got was really just become skin and bones. So
Mm,
um, I think what triggered the thing was actually very similar to most guys. Most guys, especially young guys, when I speak to them, what started you in gym and fitness is actually
yeah.
because of a heartbreak. And mine is no different. Mine is no very different. So like my first girlfriend, after passing ways with her, I started to embark on my mission of building muscles. And because I'm a science student, I study physics in NUS. I studied physics in NUS.
Yeah.
So I make sure like I had to research the best possible ways to grow muscle, to keep fit, to get a six packs, nice muscles, and so I adopt a very scientific approach in my methodologies. So yeah, and so it's been 6 years, and I don't regret it at all. It's been a very fulfilling journey because not only did it help me get a better body, I've been doing uh, photo shoots, modeling, and I even applied for Singapore's Mr. World Singapore, and I got in.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah, so um, yeah, it's been really I've received a lot of I've received so much from this fitness world, so I really
Mhm.
want to give back to society, and this is my way of giving back by charging
Yeah.
affordable prices,
Yeah.
helping the best I can for the PT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing that. It's amazing how we've gone from being not so fit to having six packs and featuring on photo shoots and modeling. So that's really impressive. I mean, so how about for people who might not have experienced that change? So, I mean, with many social workers and professionals that you might have worked with, we see
Mm.
that people don't have the time or they don't have the energy to work out. Are these some
Mm.
of the common barriers that you see?
Are there some of the what? Sorry, can you repeat the last word,
Yeah.
please?
Are these some of the common barriers that you see?
Yes. Actually, so like a lot of people, they desire the body. So for example, they see an
Mm,
advertisement, they want a six packs, or they look up to a certain fitness model or a TV star. Okay, they want that body.
mm,
But the thing is
yeah.
that because there is a lot of conflicting information on the internet, you can be a fitness trainer on YouTube, can be a fitness trainer on Instagram without a proper certification. So there's a lot of nonsense information. So people just take in whatever information. Okay, you can get a six packs this easily. You can little to no effort take my products. you're able to get a six pack. So people see, or because people will listen to the good advertisements, so people think it's really easy. And so like I think one of the biggest issues that my clients face is that once they realize the hard work that needs to be put in, then they start to um take a step back and then say, okay, maybe this isn't for me. So usually over here, about 25% of my clients will drop out after the first month because they realize actually there is some work to be done. Yeah. So
Mm,
the main thing I feel is hard work, to answer your question.
mm.
Yeah.
So you feel that a lot of people are scared of the hard work required to actually get fit, is it?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
sure.
But
So,
but but let me say hard work can easily be overcome as long as you have the correct mindset, because like it's like anything in life, as long as you want it really badly, you will be able to put in the hard work. If you want to start a business, you want to put it. If you want to do well in your job, you'll put in the hard work. So it's about
okay,
just how bad you want it. Yeah.
yeah. So with your clients, how do you help them to overcome this barrier of the effort required?
Right. So the most important thing to overcome this, because a lot of people aren't exposed to this concept of fitness and routines and all that. So the most important thing, which I first set with my clients, is routines. So for example, waking up and weighing yourself. For example, tracking your food intake with me, logging down the details of your fitness activities. These are
Mm,
the fundamentals. So basically, routines. Routines are the bread and butter. So
mm,
if a client likes to sleep in late, if a client likes to like have a routine junk food meal every week, this has to be addressed. So like I'll personally discuss these details with them. Talk about how they can have certain key, certain ways to actually avoid these things. So it's all very personal. So it depends on the client, but the main thing is routines.
yeah, okay. So helping them to build good habits to ensure a firm foundation to start their physical fitness journey. Is that it?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
sure. Is there anything else other than habits?
Um, I feel like the most important is the mindset. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like they really have to want it. You can't
Yeah.
just be envious of somebody's body and then say, okay, I'm going to do that too. That's not going to happen. You have to really want it yourself.
Yeah.
That's why like professional bodybuilders, they do visualization techniques every day. They like, for example, they visualize themselves looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger when they do their training. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it is a technique that works, and even people like Napoleon Hill, if you read his books, Napoleon Hill talks about it, visualization. A lot of successful businessmen talk about it too. So yeah, mindset is most important. Yeah.
Yeah. So many professionals say that they don't have time to
Mm,
become fit. What would
mm.
you say to them?
Okay, this is just absolute nonsense. And how I know, because I have a client who is I have one client who's an investment banker. He works 14 to 16 hours a day. He has 3 kids to take care of, and he lost 3 kg in the past month with me. I have
Yeah.
another client. He works in construction. He has to work 6 times a week for 12-hour shifts. He has a family to take care of. He lost 8 kg in 5 months. He's shredded now, like 6 packs. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
He's still able to shred his food. So really, so is and so basically, you got to ask yourself, do you want to spend the night, after you come back from work, you're tired and all that. Do you want to spend it watching television, scrolling through social media, or can you just afford? Could you just afford your body, 45 minutes just doing a home workout? Then you might ask, maybe don't I need to go to the gym? Don't I need to actually have weights and all that? And the answer is no. So the thing is that with the current COVID situation, actually the past 2 or 3 months, most gyms were closed. So all my clients, I put them on home workouts, the best home workouts for them, and they all progressed. All progressed perfectly fine. So
Mm-hmm.
um, and actually home workouts actually require much less time. There's no travel time to the gym. You don't have to be distracted by other people, no queues, no crowds. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's really if you can afford 45 minutes every day, yeah, it's really about priorities. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's about being clear that this limits about time is something that we put in our own heads, but it's not necessarily something that exists necessarily.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I mean, what we notice is that many professionals tend to use food to comfort themselves. I'm not sure if this is something you notice in the people that you work with.
Sorry, the audio got cut off a little bit. Could you
Okay,
repeat yourself?
sure. So some professionals say that they use food to help them to comfort themselves, to feel good when they are stressed. Do you face this, and how do you help people like that?
Yes. I feel like the main the main way like I get to people to overcome this is actually to get them to understand the harmful effects that all these bad foods has in your body. For example, if
Mm,
you eat processed food, you feel more tired and lethargic. So if they're addicted to them, I just suggest to them. I say, okay, hey bro, why not just try avoiding these foods for 1 week, and then you eat certain better foods just for 1 week. Just try, no strings attached. Okay, then if you don't like it, money back. But so after 1 week, they completely avoid it. But we really must be quite clean. You really cannot touch it for 1 week. Okay, so then after they
mm,
come back to me, a lot of them tell me, okay, I feel better. My acne has improved. My skin gets better. I feel more energetic. They really like it. So I think a lot of people like to conflate health with being very with suffering. In order to be healthy, you have to suffer. But the
mm.
fact is, the truth is, if you're healthy, you're actually a much happier person. Your hormones are in sync. You're a better person. So yeah, it's a win-win. So
Yeah,
I think this is the most important concept which I get my clients to understand.
yeah, okay. So being healthy doesn't necessarily mean being in pain and suffering.
Yes, for sure, for sure.
Okay, sure. I mean, what we see is that many professionals also seem to say that I don't have energy. That how do you help them with that?
Um, okay, it actually depends a lot on the client's individual if they still have no energy. So it could be due to their sleep cycles. So I'll discuss
Mm,
with them about that. It could be due to the diet. It could just be due to their habits. Their morning habits, their routines. That it's
yeah,
really up to the individual. Yeah, that's a
yeah,
that's a bit too general of a question.
yeah. So I mean, what would you say are some very important principles to keep in mind as we try and become more healthy?
Hmm. Okay. I think the number one thing that beats everything by far is the mindset. If you don't have the mindset, you're really not going to go far. So, like I
Mm,
mentioned earlier, the mindset. So, you really got to believe that you're going to get there one day. Okay,
yeah,
you got to believe that you are going to make a change for yourself. And without this belief, you are really not going to be inspired yourself to set all these routines in place for yourself. Um, yeah, because once you have this belief, right, the disciplines and routines really come much easier. So it's about the mindset. But of
yeah,
course, mindset is sounds like a very airy fairy concept. So to put it in more practical terms, you have to obviously do stuff like, for example, nutrition. And for nutrition and training, you have to make sure you're not training in your bedroom. If not, you'll just be tempted to sleep on the bed. Like nutrition, for example, you obviously got to negotiate with your family members to put out more junk food away from the house, to stock up your house with healthier foods like fruits and vegetables, for example.
mm,
Yeah, and maybe the occasional healthy snack like dried fruits, nuts, probably. Yeah. So
mhm,
um, yeah, it is you have to negotiate it with the people around you, your environment, and to see how you can navigate this.
yeah. Are there other principles, or is mindset the most important principle?
I feel mindset is the most important.
Okay, sure. As we prepare to wrap up this interview, are there some things you want to share that I haven't asked today?
Um, I think to a lot of people, thinking that they don't have time to get a better body. If I see in magazines, a lot of bodybuilders, they train 3 4 hours in the gym 7 times a week. Do not be scared by all these. So anybody, and I really mean anybody, can get a better body with just like a quick workout. Just 4 5 times a week. Even 3 times a week will do sometimes, but only for certain situations. Um, all you need is a quick 45-minute session. Yeah, and
Mm,
all can be done all at home. So even without weights. So really, really can do it. unless of course you're working like maybe 16-hour shifts, and then after that you have like you maybe have like a sick parent to take care of. Such extraordinary circumstances can't be helped. Of course, then your circumstances take priority. But if you have an extra hour to spare a day, there's really no excuse to like say, why to if you're complaining why you're not fitter, there's really no excuse. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, this is not like a personal attack on anybody or what, but
Mhm.
it's just there, you can't complain about it, if you don't, if you have the time.
Yeah.
Just a very short period of time. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks so much for that, Nicholas. I really appreciate your time today, and
Thank
I
you, John.
think what you said is really important. It's about our mindset rather than the circumstances and the environment around us.
Mm.
So I thank you so much for your time, and I hope that your training continues to benefit people all over Singapore and the world.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much.